In today's game, passing can be at a premium as we've got a pair of defenses that rank in the top 10 in fewest pass yards allowed. It's the Panthers going up against the Buccaneers. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 12 matchup.
Thank you, Larry. With the distinctive pirate ship in the north end zone, we can only be in one place, and that's Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy. Kelvin Benjamin has to be a feature of this offense that's on your screen now.
Definitely a #1 receiver, a huge target with some speed. It's almost like go-go gadget when he goes up to get the football. No matter how you defend him, he can go just a little bit higher.
Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Shift together here from the D-line. After the penalty, it's Ingram. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And a quick look at the Buccaneer defensive starters.
Joe McCoy is one of the top defensive tackles in the league. Always a threat to go to the Pro Bowl, especially because of his pass rushing ability.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Mariota now on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mariota. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And the starting crew defensively for Carolina.
Stephon Anthony acclimated quite quickly to the NFL. As soon as he joined the team, he became their leading tackler.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here we go now.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. And the offense needs 7 out of this play on 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard. Leopard.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go now. 3, 9, 2.
They'll drop the throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tyler Boyd, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And a catch right side by Evans. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
A 1st down throw for Mariota. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Evans has it left side. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And that'll be incomplete. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. And down at the 40 now. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Watch it now, Barney. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
10 yards still left on second down. They'll throw again from their own end zone. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Mariota from his own end zone on third down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They'll come out in the pistol. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He completes it to Evans. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. They come up in an offset eye. Now Mariota. It's complete, right side to Benjamin. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. First down, Mariota. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll throw here out of the gun. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Stephon Anthony in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. And that will line up just short. He had it on. What's that? Now? Oh, we're back. Okay, well, something happened to Larry in the halftime show, I guess. We're ready for the third quarter. Let's go. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. It's a short kick taken near the 18. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Their dangerous wide receiver, 76 yards. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Mariota now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Third down, 15 yards still needed. On play action, Mariota. He's got Evans. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now a handoff to Ingram. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. To throw is Mariota. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
And that's his second sack of the game. But this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Hey, you got 3.
And he lost the football. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Now onto the field, here come the Panthers.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
So the run gets him the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Mariota, and he fires one incomplete. Yards to go on 3rd. They come up with 1 back. That's Ingram. Now Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard is.
But coaches look at what if and what it should get a chance to score more points and increase the lead. That's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
He's going to air one out. He's got him in. Complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Tackle made by K1 Short. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage. The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Luke Kuechly coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Mariota. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They come up with one back. That's Ingram. Mariota on 1st down. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They go play action. Mariota over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Ingram. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. On 1st down, it'll set up a 2nd and 7. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'd be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Mariota. And he'll be hit as he releases it And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Mariota now on second down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Their big tight end, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. And he'll bang that one through. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This is taken near the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And some room to maneuver. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So this brings up a 2nd and 2.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back.
It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. And that is incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll look to throw. And Kelvin Benjamin's got it. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And now a first down following that long gain. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Back to throw. took that in one-handed. What a grab. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. He'll look to throw. And that will be caught. But out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there. Yeah,
there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. So 2nd and 10 here. They come up with one back. That's Ingram. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Mariota. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defender's going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. One last shot now for Mariota. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the...
Hello, my name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be a raindrop. Word up, I'm really good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I let it occur. Whatever occurs, thank you. Feel like I was touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my angle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance, and that's a good thing if you want to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. Presence now. Presence. Come out. Hello. It's come out like a power within him. I get down like gravity, rappers and raps rapidly follow the rabbit into the rapids of being rapping and rattling, rattle riddles and ribbons into the sky. I'm a rebel feeling rhythmically, rhythmically, right? You're vigorous, spinner right to the rhythm, widow to side eye. I am the killer in the ground. It's a blessing, ain't no stress.